करो लड़के ना आया करो. Okay, now we've got questions 35 to 40. Can you see we've got how many questions? 6 questions. 35 to 40, how many questions? 35 is inclusive, right? There are 6 questions, and this question type is very important, very common in academic as well as in general training reading part 3. This is advanced level part 3. So in part 3, you often come across matching, where you have to match a list of scientists with the statements. This is called matching. They will give you a list of researchers, list of experts, list of scientists, and you got to match with the statement. Statements are the questions, and the list of scientists, these are the options. Now, the bad news is questions and answers are not in order. But the good news is list of people and the passage, they are in order. Okay, now in the passage you found Stella Pachidi. Found it? Yes, sir. Okay, now please try to find Hamish Low. Hamish Low. Hamish Low. Okay, so you find, please underline that. Hamish Low, underline that. It's a second and third paragraph. Low believes. Got it? Second and third paragraph. Because we have 3 names and 6 options. So it means one option will go with 2 questions as well. After that, we have Ewan McGaughey. Where is Ewan McGaughey? This is, 4th, 5th, and 6th paragraph. Got it? So you have found the location now. Listen, you just have to match these statements with the names of scientists. At the moment, we are locating the names. Option A, Stella Pachidi. Where is she? In which paragraph? Second paragraph. We've got Stella Pachidi in second paragraph. Underline that word, Stella Pachidi. Okay, second paragraph, you see the word Dr. Stella Pachidi. And even in third paragraph, says Pachidi. And in fourth paragraph, says Pachidi. It means these 3 paragraphs are about her. So wherever you see the word, underline the word. Then we have Hamish Low. Wherever you find Hamish Low, underline that. Hamish Low is here, Hamish Low is there, Hamish Low is there, and all that. And finally, Ewan McGaughey. Now, we have already read about Stella, her telecommunication observation and her knowledge economy and all that. So let's try without reading about Stella. Please come to question number 35. We read the questions. Greater levels of automation will not result in lower employment. Underline greater levels of automation and not result in lower employment. Means people will still get jobs. There will be more jobs. There will be new jobs. But this doesn't go with Stella. Question number 36. There are several reasons why AI is appealing to businesses. Yes, why? Please come to third paragraph. Everybody. We read about that already. Third paragraph. In many cases, they can outperform humans, says Pachidi. Organizations are attracted to using algorithm. Algorithm is another word for artificial intelligence. Okay? Organizations are attracted to using algorithms because they want to make choices. Because means reasons why they want to use. They want to make choices based on what they consider is perfect information, as well as reduce cost, enhance productivity. These are 3 reasons. So who said that? That is said by Stella. For question number 36, there are several reasons why AI is appealing to businesses. The correct answer is A. Clear? Okay. Now let's come back, please. Let's read about Stella once again. What does she say? Will you please come to 4th paragraph? But these enhancements are not without consequences. Consequences means the negative things. Okay, these enhancements are not without consequences, say Pachidi. If routine cognitive tasks are taken by AI, how do professionals develop their future experts? Now match something with that. These enhancements are not without consequences. Consequences are range of problems. Question number 38. It is important that, to be aware of the range of problems artificial intelligence causes. For range of problems, they use the word consequences. Clear? So we have answered 35 and 39. Sorry, 38. Okay, now we go on to Hamish. Let's go on to Hamish. What do they say about him? Where is Hamish? Second page. Second paragraph. Okay, let's read this. Economist Professor Hamish Low believes that the future of work will involve major transitions across the whole life course of everyone, for everyone. The traditional trajectory, now he says that the future of work will involve major transitions across the whole life course of everyone. The traditional trajectory of full-time education followed by full-time work followed by pension retirement is a thing of the past, right? Says Low. Instead, he envisages a multi-stage employment life, one where retraining happens across the life course and where multiple jobs and no job happen by choice at different stages. Now match something with that. Question number 39. People are going to follow less conventional career. Exactly, listen, what is conventional career? Education, job, retirement. Right? So what is less conventional? They will go through one job. Please come back. He said here very clearly, traditional trajectory of full-time education followed by full-time, this is traditional thing, says Low. Instead, now instead this is the new thing, he envisages a multi-stage employment life, one where retraining happens across the life course and where multiple jobs and no job happens by choice at different stages. Multiple jobs and no jobs, so that is 39. People are going to follow less conventional career path than in the past. So for 39, correct answer is B. Let's see. Yeah, let's go on. Now we read again about him. Please come to third paragraph. On the subject of job losses, are you there? On the subject of job losses, Low believes the predictions are founded on fallacy. It assumes that the number of jobs is fixed. If in 30 years, half of 100 jobs are being carried out by robots, that doesn't mean we are left with just 50 jobs for human. The number of jobs will increase. Which option says that? That is 35. Greater levels of automation will not result in lower employment. He says the number of jobs will increase. The number of jobs will increase. We would expect there to be 150 jobs. So for 35, the correct answer is B. How many questions have we done? We are done with 4 questions, okay? So now we come to Ewan McGaughey. And by the way, if you are lacking time, बाकी के 2 इसके पल्ले डाल दे. Okay? Very, very simple. 37 and 40. But anyways, let's just go on. Ewan McGaughey is in 4th last paragraph. Please come to that. And one more thing. In the passage, you just have to read the options which are with inverted commas. Right? Because whenever they give you statements to match, only inverted commas. So please come to 4th last paragraph. Do we have any option with inverted commas here? Ewan McGaughey, Cambridge researcher. No, there isn't anything. Please come to 3rd last paragraph. His recently published research answers the question of whether automation, AI, and robotics will mean a jobless future. By looking at the causes of unemployment, history is clear that change can mean redundancies, but social policies can tackle this through retraining and redeployment. Go back, see if you find anything related to that. 40. Authorities, yes, absolutely, that's right. Authorities should take measures to ensure that there will be adequately paid work for everyone. So that is what he said, but social policies can tackle. All right, let's see. Please come to next one. He adds, if there is going to be change to jobs as a result of AI and robotics, then I'd like to see governments. This is the option. Government means authority. Government seizing the opportunities to improve policy to enforce good job security. So this is said by Ewan McGaughey. So this is question number 40. Please come to question number 40. Authorities should take measures to ensure that there will be adequately paid work for everyone. And this is in second last paragraph. एक दफा फिर पढ़ लें. Second last paragraph. He adds, if there is going to be change to job as a result of AI and robotics, then I'd like to see government. Government means authorities. So question number 40, answer is C. Now what are we left with? Let's read question number 37. AI's potential to transform people's lives has parallels with major cultural shifts which occurred in previous eras. Let's go on. We've got the last paragraph. Exactly. The promises of these new technologies are astounding. They deliver humankind the capacity to live in a way that nobody could have once imagined, he adds. Nobody could have once imagined, he adds. Just as the Industrial Revolution, now that is past. Industrial Revolution brought people past subsistence agriculture, and the corporate revolution enabled mass production. A third revolution has been pronounced. So 37, AI's potential to transform people's lives has parallels with major cultural shifts which occurred in previous eras. What occurred in previous eras? Industrial revolution. For 37, answer is C.